Just wanted to come on here and kind of just use my platform because, I don't like to talk about more heavier topics because my channel is mostly more lighthearted. Although, when I react to movies, there are topics within movies that are more deep, right? More intense than others. It's not like I don't want to talk about more heavier things. It does take more energy. And, I don't want words put in my mouth. I don't want something edited. Like, you just worry about people misconstruing what you say online, of course, because it happens all the time. And I have a love-hate with social media too, I would love one day to just not use any social media platforms other than YouTube. Because although Instagram can also be fun, there's always positive sides to these things. The negative, if it's outweighing it more, I don't know. And it's not even that, I don't really follow anyone on Instagram with my, YouTube Instagram, always in the description down below. And, I post a lot of what I'm passionate about. Here you go, quick, he wants the ball. I try to make, if I'm going to be online, I try to make it a place where I have a good relationship with it. And, if I don't want to see something in my feed, I'll click not interested if it's really upsetting me, right? So there's things we can do to kind of keep our mind in a good spot, because social media, it makes it so easy to not, have that happen. Because there's so many, you can compare so much, beauty standards, right? It's a lot harder for, I think, women to try to make it a positive or like a productive thing. I don't know if I would be on social media as much if I wasn't trying to make money from it, right? Like if there wasn't like a goal, that I'm trying to reach, that I'm trying to progress. And, I really do love cinema. I love film. So it's really fun for me, to talk about. It's a hobby of mine. So yeah, I think if social media wasn't, if, YouTube wasn't now my hobby, bye-bye. I don't know, Anyways, though, this video is not about that. It's about, I keep getting, the ads on YouTube are getting weird, dude. Like, so I keep getting this ad about, it's called Retake AI and Selfies. It says, yeah, Retake AI and Selfie something, I think. Selfie editor, I don't know. It's this app now that's going to only hurt people, in my opinion, especially women. Why? Why do we need that? Like, it's creating more of a problem on social media. I mean, I already don't like that people edit their photos, right? Do people do that still? I know, like, wasn't there like another app that was like Facetune, right? I just think these things are so harmful. And I worry about young women because, yeah, okay, an adult can do it, but what message are you sending to young women that, like, oh, if you don't like yourself in a photo, just use this app and it can fix it and make you look prettier? Like, I don't think that's a really great messaging and it worries me. Even Facetune, because I'm sure that's still an app you can download. That's a really harmful app because it's just feeding into insecurity, right? It really makes me upset because I think we're just sending a horrible message to young women, and then or young girls, and then we're wondering why depression and anxiety rise. Like, it makes me mad, and that's why if I had a kid, I probably wouldn't allow them to be on social media for quite some time. I don't know the exact age, and I don't even know what I'm talking about because I'm still really young, but that's why I really want to get this message out, because I'm young and it's affected me. I don't know if it as deeply as it is now affecting kids, because when I grew up, I had an iPod, like I didn't even have a phone. I grew up with a little bit of like, social media isn't a thing, and then it became a thing. But I'm not a millennial either. Gen Z, proud to be, at least right now. We'll check in when I'm 60 and we'll see. But I really do hope, though, like being a younger person there's a lot of hope. I want good messaging for young girls, because I feel like the messaging I grew up with was not that. It could be better. And I think every day I hope things get better, but apps like this make it really hard to do that because they're feeding into insecurity. And I think the most empowering thing we can do as women is not give our money to things like this, or not download it, not give it, views, because that gives it attention and money. it's more empowering that way, right? And being comfortable with ourselves. I'm not trying to say, you know, don't get any plastic surgery, although get it if you maybe have a deviated septum, maybe you want to get rid of some, you know, as you get older, your neck, you gotta tuck it. But I don't even know the terms, but I kind of get those. I get very minor things. But if you're changing something really drastically, like you look completely different, what is that sending to people? You know, young girls, like, okay, screw what everyone else thinks. But that's the key of it, is like, or the heart of it. Yes, I know as an adult you can do what you want, but what are you sending? Like, because then, you know, a young girl's going to be like, well, I have that too, that woman changed, and maybe I should change it. Like, I just think it's a very sad thing. I don't know. I'm having a hard time putting it into words, but it makes me very sad, because I think what's so cool about life and people is we all look so different, and beauty looks different. You know, beauty's everywhere, right? And it's subjective. Some people like certain things, certain, you know, characteristics about another person, and this person and that. Like, it's just, that's what's beautiful about life. And I just see too many, especially, not to, you know, not name drop, but not to, I guess I am kind of critiquing this group of people, but, you know, like celebrities who have a lot of money, who have tons of yes people around them, especially older ones, like they all kind of start looking the same. And that's a little scary. That's very scary. And it's kind of sad. They can't move their face. Like, you know, I'm sorry, when I watch something and I've noticed an actress gets a lot done to her face, it does take me out of the movie, because you can't move your face. I don't know. I like you want to see some movement, some life, some like, it's sad. And I just feel like it's not empowering. I think a lot of women think, oh, this is. It's not to me. It's like, you're so insecure. Instead of trying to come to terms and appreciate what makes you different. I'm rambling now. I kind of want to conclude this message here to make it very clear. You know, it's a free country. Do what you want. I'm not trying to say people need to be forced to do whatever, but I'm just trying to say, think about how your actions send a message, because they do. We can sit here and debate it, but they do. Think about why you do what you do, and yeah, what the message is that it's sending. You know, there's not always a message for what you do, but if it's online, you know, people are gonna see it. So, you know, let's think about younger people and what we're sending. But yeah, that's really it. That is my TED Talk, or whatever you want to call this, but I think it's really important. And I want to be that person. If you're young and you're, you know, there's a lot of conflicting things you see when you're young, and I just want you to know you're beautiful and unique. Don't change that.